EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Browns at 0-10 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Faking the give, now Watson.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll run for the first time with Pierre Strong.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Pierre Strong touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still on his feet. Inside the 20.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watson. Forced out to his left. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackle. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football.
as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Set. 24 down, he's coming. Alert!
Watson now to throw. Just keeping the play alive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And shutting him off now open field. Still going. Inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 142 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. They'll run here with Algier. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Robinson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Ritter. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And audible here to get a new look. Ritter on the 4th down try. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From a yard out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. Now Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Falcon football.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass. There he goes, right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Watch out now. 60 series.
At the 9-yard line.
Fight 60.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 157 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Ritter going to sneak it. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Browns 14. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Watson. This one swung outside to Strong. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Browns 14.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Browns drive about to get started.
But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 24. Hey, alert.
Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Gets it to Strong.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Watson.
Here's a screen play. This is Strong.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air yet again, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Watson. Strong grabs it over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
3rd and 5.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He'll buy some time right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Ready?
Ritter fires quickly out wide.
So he stopped for no gain. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Shot, 17.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They'll start on the ground with Strong.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Watson. Flushed out right.
At the 24-yard line.
Down the right sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, 31 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ridder to throw it.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Ridder and the Falcons need an answer in a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Trouble, 38. Ready?
Back to throw, Ridder. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, set. 10 cycles. Set.
Now Ridder to throw on 1st down.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
Come on,
A
set.
good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 4th and goal, here's the option.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, Watson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one goes incomplete.
Second and 10.
54! At 31!
Watson now to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
31!
Maybe a free play for Watson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
31! 54 down, he's coming. 55!
They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Pierre Strong, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Caught by number 10. A gain of 37 yards.
Okay.
And the Falcon first down.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd and 5.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Watson to throw. Finding Strong underneath.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Watson changing the play.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Watson.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
Here's 1st down. Inside, a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Watson.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw, Watson. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Watson.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
It's now third down.
Now it's Watson. This one downfield for Tillman.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it.